And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, Kimberly, nice to see you. I'm going to put your phone on mute. I hope you don't mind. If you know how, oh, thank you. And then what we'll do is we'll just get going. Let's see. I think there's somebody else doing that. But what we'll do is we get going, and I think it's time they can join us. Yeah. And I just do one more thing. View, gallery, speaker. Yeah. Great. Yeah. I have to remind myself to take off the glasses. And then I just start with the reminder of the breath. Just so I want you to think of it as a breathing practice with movement. And anytime, it's a breathing practice. So starting at the front of your mat, I like to add a sound, like almost a wave, like, and it's an audible cue for when there's tension in the body. So when you're ready, and again, it's the root and rebound. So I soften my knees. And on the inhale, spring up. There's an action, pushing and lengthening up. Exhale, arms wide, fold. So you're reaching the heart. I can soften the knees here as you reach and release the spine down. Hands slide up the legs. Open the heart, inhale. Just for the first one, exhale. Even if you need to soften the knees, relax the chin to the chest or the back. Arms wide, inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands down. That's the smooth movement. Inhale up. Exhale, widen down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, right leg back. And because people are a bit tight in the lower back, we're going to do a little bit of slow release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, shoulders away from ears, bend the elbows by the ribs and come to the ground. So we're just going to focus on the cobra here to open the heart without going into the lower back. Inhale, open. Exhale, release the spine down, forehead to mat. Inhale up to all fours. Again, releasing the lower back, hips to heels, child's pose, forward to floor. Inhale up to all fours. And with belly button to spine, see if you can soften your hips forward. So it releases the quads and the hip flexor. So it's a baby up dog. Inhale up to all fours, spread the fingers. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet on the spot. Just slowly massaging and releasing tension left and right. It might be along the legs, or if it runs up the legs to the lower back, you might find a release in the hips and the lower back. Left and right, maybe let a twist in the hips. Good. Drop to all fours. And again, inhale, arch the back, squeeze the back muscles. Exhale, round. And as you round into angry cat, move back to child's pose and get a deeper stretch in your back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Feel connected to the core and stretch back. Just one more like that. Inhale, open, squeeze. Exhale, round. Now moving the hands back. Let the hands slide back by behind you. And I'm going to push into the hands till the shoulders move away from the ears. Tailbone to the back of the knees. Inhale, lift the hips open, one. Exhale, hips down, chin to chest, one. Inhale, lift, two. And exhale, down, two. One more. Inhale, lift, three. And exhale, hands slide all the way forward. Bring your right foot between your hands. Inhale, you're going to reach the back heel and the heart apart. Heel and heart reach apart. Exhale, back knee bends, belly button to spine. Step forward. Inhale, open the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold the body, release the shoulders. Arms wide. Inhale all the way up. Really nice movement. Exhale, hands to heart. So instead of thinking of the postures, think of the movement in the postures as the yoga at this part. Inhale up two. Smooth, fluid. Exhale, widen down two. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Left side. Exhale, left leg back. We're going to keep the body balanced. Inhale, top of the push-up. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground for cobra. Inhale, open the chest. There's cobra. Exhale, peel the spine down before it touches the floor. Inhale up to all fours. Exhale, hips to heels, release the lower back. Inhale up to all fours. Exhale, release the hips forward. Now stop here. Look over your right shoulder. And as you do, drop your left hip closer to the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Drop your right hip closer to the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale, downward dog. Again, movement. Think of it like a massage. Movement is a massage. So it can't be forced. It has to be rhythmic. It has to feel like it flows. And just to get a bit of strength, inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees bent. But as they do, see if you can get a straight line from your wrist to your tailbone. Get a straight line, so it's like a mini down dog. And how low down can you go with your knees while keeping a straight line from your wrists all the way to your hips? Good. That's strengthening and squeezing the legs. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, release both heels down. Good. And drop to your knees again. And now, from here, I'm going to ask you to bring your right foot off the mat. Leave it to all the other 4 points exactly as they are. Straighten your left leg all the way back. And bring your left heel all the way down. So now, inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, left hand underneath. And stretch. So I'm just trying to release that lower back area. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, underneath. And keep the back foot grounded as you twist your ribs by reaching that left hand through. Last one. Inhale up 3. And exhale, hand underneath 3. Now this part here, I'm going to ask you to come back to center. Inhale up, but your back leg, your left leg, is going to go more to the right side. And as you do, I'm going to ask you to push your hips forward to the left. And then bring your top arm, reach it all the way forward. So it's a side body stretch from the baby toe of the back foot as you reach the fingers, causing a nice curve and an arc. With the side body for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And we're going to do that on the other side. And you might notice that there's this idea that, well, if you're squeezing, you're not releasing. So the idea here in what we're doing in yoga is if you're squeezing, you're releasing somewhere else. That's so the action of the muscles is facilitating a release somewhere else. So now it's the left foot goes off the mat, right leg straightens all the way back and down. And just from here, we do the 3 swish, the paint-like movements, semicircles. Inhale, open. Exhale, right hand underneath the left armpit and stretch through. Inhale up 2. Exhale underneath and reach 2. One more. Inhale up 3. Exhale all the way through and 3. And now with the change here is we're going to bring that right hand up again. This time we're going to bring that right leg way back to the left side and push the hips forward to the right side of the mat. And as we do, reach the top arm all the way forward. 6. As you breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly bring both hands down. Now, left foot goes between the hands. Inhale, heel and heart reach apart. Back heel back, heart forward. Exhale, back knee bends, belly button to spine. Step both feet forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold and release down. Arms wide and overhead. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Really nice. So we're just going to add to that now. Get my stick, put it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, arms wide and fold all the way down. Inhale, open the heart, lengthen the spine. Right leg. So we're going to go for warrior one legs, right foot back and back heel down. And I want you to let the fingers touch the floor. Inhale, lift all the way up. And think of your hands like a pendulum. Exhale, let the hands brush down and touch the floor and sweep past the ground so that now they're in line with the shoulders. Looks like you're looking forward. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, and as you reach forward, your heart reaches forward, your gaze is forward, but your arms stretch back. Last one. Inhale up, slow and smooth out the breath. On this exhale, hands down and chaturanga. Chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, open the heart, hips and throat. Up dog. Exhale, straight to down dog. So I did say we were going to start smooth and slow to give the body time to acclimate after a long day. First day back for some of us. Slow and smooth breath. Work on your breathing. Last deep breath in. So now we're just going to do the three things with each leg. Inhale, right leg back it up. Exhale, come to plank and bring your right knee to right elbow. Good. Touch. Downward dog. Right leg back and up. Inhale. This time we're going to round the spine. Exhale, plank, forehead to knee. And downward, three-legged downward dog. Right leg back and up. And exhale, right knee to opposite elbow, left knee. Back in plank. And downward dog, three-legged downward dog. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot down. Now we're going to just do that same sequence on the other side. Left leg. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, plank, elbow to left knee. One. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plank, forehead to knee. Three-legged down dog, inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, plank. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, left foot down. Now, smooth movement. Here we go, right leg. Inhale, right leg back to up. Exhale, right foot between the hands. And back heel down. And the three swishes for warrior one. Inhale, let the hands sweep along the ground and then up to warrior one. Exhale, let the hands come down, brush along the ground and back by the shoulders behind you. Inhale, open two. Beautiful. Exhale, two. All the way down. Smooth brush stroke movements. Last one. Inhale. And exhale down. All the way down. Now, bring your hands on either side of the front foot. Back knee bends, belly button to spine. Step both feet forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. And exhale, fold. And think of the Utkatasana, fierce chair pose. That we're going to do that like a two-legged warrior pose. So bend your knees. And we do three brush strokes again. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Open the heart, tailbone anchors down. Exhale, release forward and down, and brushes and back. And two more. Inhale, open the heart. So think of the anchoring of the tailbone. It's not so much that you're tucking the tailbone, is that you're stopping it over activate. And so that means you can get the activation somewhere else that might be less familiar. Inhale, open. And exhale down. Good. And now just come all up to standing. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to try that on the left side, but with the lunge pose. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. Exhale, arms wide and down, all the way down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, left leg back into a lunge. Very nice. So here we are. We're going to inhale, arms up to the sky, goalposts. And then as you bend your elbows, bring them wide and down and circle your arms wide and down. And then number 2, inhale, forward up. Exhale, circle the arms wide and down. Third circle, inhale all the way up. Exhale, wide and down. Hands on either side of the front foot. Inhale, taco push up. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open heart. Hips and draw. Exhale, downward dog. With the action of the arms and the feet, neck is just left dangling. It gives an opportunity to isolate and squeeze any tension of the neck. So it looks like you're smelling your own armpits. And you're twisting those neck muscles. Releasing any excess tension, and then stay soft. Wiggle it out. Do a few I don't knows with the shoulders, like pulling the shoulders closer to the ears. And then do the opposite. Now you've got that. See how much you can lengthen the neck muscles, moving the shoulders away from the ears. And feel those arms move back deep into the socket. Open your heart a bit more. Here we go, left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, 2 arms to the sky. We're going to do circle with the sky. Exhale, arms wide. And foot down and then forward. Inhale, up 2. Exhale. Inhale, up 3. Exhale, arms all the way down to the ground. Back knee bends, belly button spine, stiff forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. Arms wide and overhead. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. And now we're doing round 2 of the standing postures. Inhale up. Exhale, wide and down, all the way down. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, right leg back into a lunge. Back hand. Inhale up to high lunge. Exhale into warrior 2. And really work in warrior 2 of bending the front knee. You've got 3 more chances. So here we go. Inhale, straighten your front leg, hands touch overhead. And really work on it while keeping the shoulders over the hips. Exhale, bend the front knee deeper and keeping the back foot grounded. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, let your gaze follow your front hand and feel that equal and opposing action with the back hand. Keeping the heart open. Inhale, open 3. And exhale, go into 3 deeply. Turn the front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Open, lean. Exhale, windmill hands on either side of the front foot. And chaturanga all on the same exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, down, down. So I'm just trying to get a rhythm with the breath, fluid rhythm. It's not a requirement for you to meet that self-imposed rhythm that I've introduced. You can find your own rhythm, but it's just a guideline of what we're moving, how we're moving. Your breath can be unique to you. We can all meet in down dog or samastiti, the standing at the top of the mat. Either one. Now, when you're ready, right leg back and up. Inhale, right leg back and up. Now stop here. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the hip, and see if you can balance a sidearm balance by bringing your right hand to the sky. So this is the shape. And if you fall, perfect. It means it's time to fall. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the foot behind. Let the hips drop down. Bounce. Inhale. Drive the hips up. Reach the arm forward. Deep breath. 1. Deep breath. 2. Last one. Deep breath. 3. Exhale. Back to downward dog. Let's do the second side. Now, if it ever feels too much, there's a few things for me. I want to make sure my index finger and thumb are grounded. They're not getting peeling off the mat. They're fixed. But at the same time, I feel the outer armpit pull down, and it activates muscles around the armpit that stabilize the shoulder. Here we go, second side. Inhale, left leg up, and open and bend. When you're ready, lift your left hand to the sky. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bring the foot behind you. And if you've already gone ahead, good for you. Drop down, inhale, open and reach. Deep breath, 2. One more deep breath, 3. And all the way back and down. Now, we should be heating up the body. Here we go. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. I apologize. I made a mistake. So bring that foot back. I apologize. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale up to high lunge. Exhale into warrior 2. And sink deeper. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hand stretch. Exhale down, 1. Inhale up 2. Conscious breathing. Exhale, 2. Inhale up 3. And exhale down, 3. Turn the front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, women hands on either side of the front foot. Back knee bends, belly button to spine. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in release down. Arms wide. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round of the vinyasas. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. Exhale, arms wide and fold all the way down. So this is just do the opposite of what we just did. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, left leg back into a lunge. Inhale, 2 arms to the sky. Exhale, hands meet in prayer to the heart and turn to the right. Good. Now keeping the shoulders over the hips. Inhale, open the arms wide. That's it. Exhale, 3 things. Bend the front knee, belly button to spine. Twist the shoulders and look to the back hand. Deep breath, 1. And out, 1. Slow and smooth. Deep breath, 2. And out, 2. Last one. Deep breath, 3. And on the exhale, look to your front hand, turn the front palm to the sky. Your back hand is going to go to the sacrum where the spine meets the hips. And bend your back knee so you can tilt your tailbone down and anchor towards the back knee. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, head and shoulders release back. Deep breath, 1. And out, 1. So you can keep the palm pointing down, where the baby finger side pointing down. Deep breath, 2. And out, 2. Last one. Deep breath, 3. Exhale, windmill hands on either side of the front foot and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, downward dog. So simple movements that help the body find freedom. Doesn't mean that they're not hard to do, but they're accessible. Now from here, before we do the second side, I'm going to ask you to bring your left foot all the way forward, but I'm actually going to bring it to the outside of my left hand. So I'm going to move my hands, inhale my left leg backing up, and then on the exhale, lizard pose. Bring the foot forward, and I'm going to turn the left toes 45 to face off the mat. I'm going to drop my back knee down, let my back foot go flat. Deep breath in, exhale down towards my elbows. I'm just releasing my spine, which allows my hips to release. So drop down, deep breath, 1. And just continue your breath. Take a deep breath in. And now, if you'd like, you can stay down on your right elbow. I'm going to take my right hand off the mat. So I come up to straight my right arm. I'm going to take my right hand off the mat and a little bit forward, because that shape allows my right hip to drop down a little bit more. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. And as I do, I'm dropping that right hip down, right hip down. Now I'm actually going to slowly come out of it a little, but what I'm going to do is the same pose. I'm just going to bend my back knee. If I have any knee problem, I want to bend the knee where there's no tension on it. And if I bend it just enough, it gets onto the muscle, the meaty part of the muscle. So I get past the patella. And the same pose, I'm going to grab that back foot and just bring the foot gently towards the hip while releasing the hip forward and down. So it's a spinal twist with a little bit of extension on that right leg, the quad, the hip flexor. The heart is open. And I'm going to slowly release the back leg down and go back to downward dog. Walk the feet on the spot, get some blood flow. Especially if you might have felt that there's a little bony on that right knee. So it's best to guide and kind of navigate. So you're not putting over too much pressure on that hinge joint, that knee joint. Yeah, kind of let your body find ease in the posture. Don't force through. Here we go. Inhale, right leg back it up. I'm moving my hands because I know the right foot's going to the outside of the right hand. Exhale, right foot to the outside of that right hand. I'm going to drop the back knee, release the back foot. And release that. That's it. You might notice there's actually a difference between one side of the hip and the other. I would ask that you turn the right toes out, but keep the entire right foot grounded. Don't let it peel up into a pigeon variation. So it's a different part of what you're releasing. And now walk your hands back and in. This time the left hand goes a little bit off the mat, a little bit forward, so I can release the left hip down. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And just breathe. I'm going to ask you to bend your back knee, grab your back foot, if that's something that's for you. You don't have to. That's lovely, Kimberly. I'm going to release that, go back to downward dog. Nice. Now we're going to finish out the vinyasa sequence on the last side here. So inhale, I think it's left leg backing up, left leg backing up. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, two arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist the outside of the left leg. Good, reach the hands wide. So we're not going to go to that hinge yet. Inhale, reach the arms up, but we will get there soon. Three things on the exhale. Bend the front knee, belly button to spine, twist the shoulders and gaze to the back hand. Slow and smooth out your breath. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, look to your front hand, turn the palm to the sky. Back hand goes to where the spine meets the pelvis. That anchors the tailbone down. Bend the back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm and head go back. Baby finger points down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, windmill hands on either side of the front foot. Back knee bends, belly button to spine. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold down. Arms wide. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Really nice. So, what have I done? I've messed the mats up. Standing at the front of your mat. Feet hip distance. Exhale, hands to the waist, belly button to spine. Elbows forward to hollow the bottom. Inhale, elbows back to open the chest, throat. Exhale, heart moves as far away from the hips, creating a hinge all the way down. If you need to soften the knees, that's fine. And just for the first one, hold your elbows with soft knees. Release the head, release the shoulders. Gently shift the weight from foot to foot. You're not lifting any foot off the ground, you're just shifting the weight off it while maintaining its position. Swaying the spine to shift the weight from leg to leg. And maybe as you do so, as we cradle the baby at the arms, hand holding the elbows in front of the body, we start to move the arms slightly to the outside of the knee and the shin. Feeling our back soften and release. And then we're going to see if we can round the spine as much as possible. You're releasing the arms, letting them dangle, then turning the back of the hands towards each other. And that helps the back round a little bit more. Bend your knees. That allows the lower back to round like the shell of a turtle. As the tailbone anchors down, to keep that curve, use your abdominal muscles to stack each vertebrae on top of the hips. And then slowly, the rib cage, the shoulder blades, the shoulders, the neck, the head. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Really good. So I'm hoping your back is feeling a lot better. And with that, I'm going to do the wide-legged version that we just did. I'll go back to this Uttanasana variation in a minute, but I want to do some gentle spinal release. So it's a wide-legged, we call it the Britney Spears. Toes slightly out, hands to the knees, arms straight. Now the arms' entire process is to keep the spine long here. And even when we twist, so when I say bend the knees, the action of those leg muscles stabilize the hips. Don't let the knees collapse in. Bring your right shoulder to the midline of the body. Don't let the lower back go like the saddle of, the back of a horse with a saddle. So you might need to hug in, and that'll give a nice release there. Inhale, imagine your heart lengthening away from the hips. Exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder as you bend your knees. Every inhale, soften out a bit. You can straighten the legs a little. Get a bit more air and breath into the body. Exhale, squeeze that breath out. Twist more. Same side. Inhale, center. Exhale, squeeze into it. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze into it. Knees bend, twisting spine. Now we'll do the second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, I'm going to bend the knees and drop the left shoulder to the midline, twisting the shoulders. Look over your right shoulder. Belly button to spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting breath. Same side, turning to the right. The other side, we just call it the other side, whichever is the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, dropping the left shoulder to the middle, but looking over the right. Inhale, back to center. And release. Now, I just wanted to get that. I'm trying to release a little bit around the lower back. That seems to be what's popping up today, and we will keep addressing that. But now I'm going to do the active Ardha Uttanasana to Warrior 3. Feet hip distance. Exhale, hands to the waist, belly button to spine. Elbows forward, hollow the body. Now keep that hollow as we open the heart in the inhale. Inhale. Open elbows back, chest open, throat open. This time exhale only halfway down. Now what I'm going to ask you here is bring your arms wide like an airplane. And once you do that, ask yourself, is your chest in a bubble or a chest in a cave? So don't let the shoulders drop down. Hug them so the chest is more in a bubble. And a little bit, so your spine is parallel to the ground. Good. If it's too much, you can bring your hands slightly back. And that'll help draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now, shift the weight into the left leg. And as you do, right leg goes up. Go into Warrior 3. Your variation. You can meet the hands either sides or in front. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. I'm going to take a breath here. I'm going to just go inhale. I'm going to open the chest. And then on the exhale, feel that core connection if I lift the left leg. And now inhale, heel and heart reach apart. for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring that left leg down. Hands go wide. Open the heart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the waist, belly button to spine. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Now I'm trying to emphasize the breath with the mouth open or closed. I prefer if you just breathe through the nose. But do what's comfortable primarily, but we're going to work or integrate or cultivate breathing just through the nose over time. Here we go. Tree pose. Left leg and tree pose. And I find it's nice to first seal the body in, which is foot to thigh is sealing the lower body, hand to hand is sealing the upper body. But then we do use that tree image of strong roots, strong trunk, open branches. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. The arms and the head facilitate the heart opening. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands together. And then back to the heart. Ooh. And out. Good. Let's try that on the other side. In a white room, I find it's difficult to find a gazing point. So let's go inside. Other side. Foot, create a seal to begin. Inhale, open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands together. Back to the heart. And release. So that really felt like Irish weather tree to me. There was a lot of wind blowing. And that's okay. Welcome to Ireland. Now, taking that a little further. Let's do triangle pose. Legs wide. Left foot turns. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hinge forward, down, try. And I like to sometimes just rest my hand on my shin. And it's not about, I need to reach there. I like to bend the front knee and the front elbow because I want to push out of both to help spiral the heart up. Now, once I have that, maybe I'll slide down deeper and, add texture to the posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the waist. And the front knee, come on up. Good. Second time. And I want you to see, you can't really reach. Think if there's an equal action of lower body pushing or rooting down. That means the front knee pushing down. So it's nice to start with the bent knee and spring out of it. And just throw the arm up. And it helps spiral the spine. That equal action, dual action. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften shoulders. Reach forward. Hand down. Spring and twist up. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can sink deeper or not. And your variation is perfect. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the waist, look down in the front knee. And come on up. So this next pose has the idea that it's a more advanced posture. I actually find it easier than triangle, depending on how deep you're willing to go. So it's, some people call it haystack. So it's like Ardha Chandrasana with a little pinch of salt. Here we go. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, back hand to the waist. And as I move into half moon Ardha Chandrasana, I'm really just focused on the standing leg. Do I have balance? Good. And then slowly move down. Now, instead of letting the back leg take all that weight, I'm going to actually reach down, bend the back knee. And only if it's accessible, because we did the prep work for it already, grab the back foot. Now, once you have that foot, it's like a rudder. And I always think the heart is the sail. You push into the foot and open and look up. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, look down, bend the front knee. And slowly you have your center come back up again. And that's it. Now we're squeezing and releasing. We're getting what we can and leaving behind what we can't. That's not our work. Our work is what's offered in front of us. Inhale, open. Second side. Exhale, that's lovely. Back hand to the waist. The hardest part for me is finding my balance in the standing leg. Once I have that, find it and reach. Good. Open the heart. Inhale. Exhale, back knee bends. If it's available, hold the foot and open the hip. Open the shoulder, open the chest. Turn and facilitate the posture by looking up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look down, bend the standing leg, find your center, and lift all the way up. And out. Good. So that should be a nice pose to bring you to the legs wide again. And this just brings the body back into a fold. Soft rebalancing and symmetrical rebalancing of the body. Exhale, hands to the waist, belly button to spine. Inhale, elbows back, chest open, throat open. Exhale, hinge and fold. All the way down, fingers in line with toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, I want to ask you to walk both your hands to the left leg. And as I do, I'm going to say, turn the left foot straight to the long end of the mat, hands on either side. Now, don't go and do anything yet. Have a look at your back foot. And it'll help your hip socket, like a key turning in a lock. Turn your back foot so the back toes are pointing in the direction of the corner, the right corner of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you need to shorten it, don't. If you don't, don't. Now bring your right hand to the baby toe side of your left foot. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Bring the hand down. And we're going to do this two simple postures on the other side. So first, I return that left foot back to neutral. And then I keep walking my hands, turn the right foot to the short end of the mat. So now it's turned. And then like the key we said for the back, I want to turn that back foot so the toes are facing towards the corner of the front mat. Here we go. First, we lengthen the spine. Inhale, heart reaches away from hips. Exhale, soften and fold down. Now, when you're ready, two hands. Your left hand is also going to go to the outside of your right foot. And then right hand to the sky. For Parvita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. And hand down. Good. And I'm going to turn my right foot back, so I'm still facing the wide part of the mat. Good. And rebalance the body. Inhale, lengthen spine. Spine's parallel to the floor. Exhale, belly going to spine, hands to the waist. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Good. Good. And now I think goddess pose. And I think of the goddess pose in this. It's an aquarium goddess pose. It's like it's gathering water. So have your hands in prayer at your heart. And on the inhale, push through the legs, inhale up. Exhale, arms wide. And you're going to bend your knees until your hips are the same height as your knees. And then you're going to hinge the spine forward like you're gathering water. One, gather the water. And then like a spring, bring it up through the center. Exhale, let it wash wide and down. Bend your knees. Second round. Hips as low as knees. Spine hinges forward. Gather water. Inhale. Exhale, arms wide and down. Inhale. And listen here. Exhale, hands back to heart. And now we're going to do a reverse. Bend the knees. Hands in the water. Spread the hands wide and overhead. Inhale up. Exhale down through center. Inhale, arms wide up. Shoulders over hips. Exhale down. Inhale up. Shoulders over hips. Exhale, hands to heart. Really nice. Now, we're going to do an arm twist. And I'm going to do a reverse prayer on my hands, or you can do knuckle to knuckle, but we're staying in Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So I'm going to keep changing the direction of the feet, which has a lovely effect on the hips. Toe slightly in, heel slightly out. My hands, I'll either go behind my back, knuckle to knuckle and thumb to thumb behind my back, or hands in reverse prayer. So I'm going to put my hands in reverse prayer, and the action is the same. The elbows go back, activates back muscles, but it opens the heart area. Inhale, open. Exhale, hinging forward. Heart reaches away from hips. Release forward and down. And if the elbows are actively moving up, your head shouldn't be dropping. Well, I want you to focus on your head also opening your heart for this variation. Put the lower back at nice long release. Move the weight more to the toes. Take one more deep breath in. And inhale up to standing. Exhale. I'm going to this time just interlace your fingers. And it's almost the same thing. Interlace the fingers, belly button to spine. As the arms straighten, chest opens and the arms move away from the back. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way forward. Arms continue to move away from the back. This time you can release your neck. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, belly button to spine. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, release. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of different work on the shoulders. I'm going to see if we can add a few variations. Left hand out. Right arm is going to go over and take the bind. So think of your arms crossing the elbows and twisting like a vine. Now, I did bust my left shoulder. So things are feeling it. I'm feeling it. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Inhale. Forearms move forward like a drawbridge. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Roll your upper spine to the elbows, touch your solar plexus or abdomen. Breathe into the space that's stretching behind your heart. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, the heels are going to turn in, the toes out, and you're going to bend the knees and move the tailbone and the elbows down to the ground. So you're in that deep goddess squat. Now, push into the left leg till the elbows touch the right knee. And if it's too much pressure on the right knee, move the legs further apart so there's less pressure. And then keep the hips low. Like you're doing a fax. Some people don't know what that is. Just a fax. And change sides. So it's like you're gliding across, keeping the hips at the same distance. Almost searching for tension as you glide from left to right, right to left. Good. Now, we're not going to be done here. What I want you to do is bring the elbows towards the right knee. Now listen here, and bring the left foot all the way behind till the left knee is to the outside of the right calf. And then fold down. Release the arms. And we're going to come up to wide leg. We're going to do the second side. Here we go. Right hand down, left arm over. Take a bind. The arms bind like a vine. Here's the 4 parts of the breath. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, forearms forward. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll the upper spine to the elbows, move in towards the torso. Deep breathing. Take one more deep breath in. Before we go down into a nice squat, have the toes out, heels in, hips and elbows drop down at the same time. Push into the right foot till the right leg straightens, elbows touch the left knee. And then keeping your hips low, just glide from side to side. And the next time your elbows move towards the left knee, bring that right foot behind your left knee till the right knee is the outside of the left knee. Go into your squat, your curtsy, and drop the elbows forward, chin to the chest. Round your spine. Take a deep breath in. Release the hands. Come all the way up. Legs wide. Toes slightly in, heels out. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands to the waist, belly onto spine. Elbows forward, hollow the body. Inhale, elbows back, chest open, throat open. Exhale, hinge at the hips, but let your hands slide anywhere down the legs, the outside of the legs. And wherever they stop, they stop. If they make it all the way down to the outside, I'm going to ask you to get 2 fingers here on the big toe. And shoulders away from ears. Inhale, reach the heart. Make everything tensile quality, like you're pitching a tent. And exhale. Drop down and forward. Inhale, halfway out. Exhale, I'm going to ask you just bring your hands forward. Now, on this, you're going to bring on the right foot, you're bringing the right heel up and the right knee down. And you're going to have hands on either side of the front foot. And then you're going to fold over the front foot. Now, the front foot here, the left foot, the entire foot points forward, but just the toes point back. And then you drop forward and down. And what we're doing now is we're going to slide the hips forward till that right knee's on the ground and the hips are on the ground. You can actually let the back foot go flat. The instep is in line with the knee. Left hand to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, open your chest, right hand back. Bring it up by the ear. Exhale, hinge and fold. Now, usually I say there's 3 things involved in most postures. A hinge, this is usually at the hips. A reach, usually with the heart. And a twist, usually with the entire spine. Now slowly and really lift your body up. But now your heart is going to go down over the straight leg. See if we can get out of it the way we got in. It's going to be a little bit of leg strength. And we're going to use our hands on our back toes to tuck. And we're going to tuck the back toes. And when you're ready, bring the right heel down. And the best way I can say it is we're just changing to the other side. So I'm going to now lift the left heel. I have my distance. Left heel up, left knee down. Point the foot forward, the right foot, with just the toes back. And release down. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to slide the hips forward. I'm going to push out the back leg, the left leg, until the hips slide forward, and then release the back foot. Side body stretch. Right hand to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, left leg, hand back, and up by the ear. And then hinge, reach, and twist. And then lift your body up. Now we're going to reach your heart forward and down over the straight leg. And I'm going to ask you, don't lift up and out of it. I'm going to ask you to bring that left foot all the way forward in line with the right foot. So we'll come into the seated postures called Prasarita Padmasana. And here we go. Inhale tall. Heart open. Exhale forward. Inhale up. And let's bring the soles of the feet together now. For Baddha Konasana. Inhale tall. Exhale, heart forward. Shoulders forward, the hips, and allow the spine to round into the chest. Now, everyone here is going to do the first part. Valentina, you're not going to do the second part. So just when we're ready, I want you to engage your back muscles. So again, it's just until you feel the body get tensile, legs wide, toes point, shoulders away from ears, heart open, shoulder blades hug together. Now, I already know I'm going to roll back and hit the wall behind me. So I think one or two of you might be in the same boat. We just make the most of it. That's all we do. Now, I'm going to do the opposite with the back muscles. I'm going to try and round the spine. And as I do, I'm going to slowly bring the feet over the head. And just lie back. And you just hold your knees and it's okay. You know. And then when you're ready, roll back up. Balance for just a moment. And when you're ready, I'm going to bend the left leg for Janu Shirshasana, right leg straight. Or sitting tree pose, hands to the outside of the straight leg, inhale tall. Exhale, fold forward. And up. And all I'm going to do is change sides. Very simple enough. So it's a simple enough class. But I want to leave a little bit of time for core heart openers and inversions, which inhale tall. And exhale, that's lovely. Fold over your heart. That's lovely. Forward and down. And really nice. So the first, we're just going to do it as a counterbalance to all that, is Purusvattanasana, upward facing plank. I like to break it into two parts, the heart opening part with the shoulder girdle, and then the hip and legs, secondly. So with the heart opening, the hands are going to go a little further back than you think, because that'll help open the tightness in your shoulders. And then you push down so the shoulders are away from the ears, and you feel that your heart is more in a bubble than a cave. And as always, the key to the neck release is the action of the strong muscles of the shoulder, east and west. So once the chest is open, you can soften your throat. Not till then. Now, The next, and I'm going to go to the other bookend, is the feet. They'll want to roll out. Keep the feet together. Point the toes towards the ground. So the things moving up and forward is the tailbone and the toes. Here we go. Inhale, hips up. Tailbone, toes forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale down. Oh, very nice. And then we're going to do that hip opener, gentle hip opener, where the left ankle goes on top of the right knee. Now you can also do what's called cradle the baby. But I'm just going to let my leg do the work. Bend the right knee. And actually, I'm going to bring my hips towards my right heel. So 1, 2, 3. And then as I drop my hips down, I notice that my heart is moving towards the left ankle crease. And the heart is lifting, lengthening. Don't move your head. It's the heart and the left ankle. And you can sway a little bit left and right and go, that's where I need to be. They're magnetizing towards each other. A deep breath in. Now, to go a little bit further, your right leg is going to heel toe to the left side of the mat. And then what's called fire log, where you just timber. Here we go. Right knee drops down. Left ankle stays on top. And I'm going to use my hands, that scaffolding, to lift the spine up, move the spine forward, fold the spine down. Now, whatever we did on one side, we're going to do on the other. So here we go. We'll do the little right foot on top of the left knee. Then start to increase it. Left knee bends, hip to left heel, heart to right ankle, dropping the hips down. Now, this time the left foot goes to the right side of the mat. Heel toe, and then timber, there goes, drops down. And I'm going to use that scaffolding to move the shoulders forward, the hips. That gives a nice stretch in the back and the hips. Now, I'm going to ask you to come out of it, but here's where I bring my right knee up and bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee. So we're going for the twist now. Hugging the right knee, right hand behind the body, and either the right hand, elbow, or shoulder goes outside that top knee. Sorry, the left hand, elbow, or shoulder goes outside that top knee. Look forward first with your neck, then you can release your shoulders. We're going to do that twist on the second side. The twist. This is one of those I shouldn't have eaten my dinner early thing. So here we go. Left hand behind is the scaffolding. Right arm goes anywhere to the outside of the top knee. And now we're going to do low boat, high boat, plank, headstand. No, plank, bridge and or wheel, and then headstand, shavasana. Here we go. Low boat. Bend your knees, roll your lower back down, like you're peeling it down or taping the spine down. Stop, don't go down too low. Hands go forward and breathe. Now we're going to lift up the high boat. Bend your knees, hug them in, roll over and shoot back into plank. Come down to your elbows. And this is what we're going to do a little bit different. Interlace your fingers like you would for a headstand. Have your feet as wide as the mat. And I talked before a little bit about the saddle sore back, especially if you have lower back stuff going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the knees slightly bent, move the tailbone towards the knees. So it's engaging a lot more of the front muscles of the body. And that gives it a little bit of the lower back time to release. Look between the hands and breathe. Drop onto your belly. We're going to go for just two back bend. One's the strengthener, one's the opener. First is locust pose, shalabhasana. Inhale, lift the legs. We'll point the toes away. Feel the glutes activate. Open the chest, lift the shoulders. Maybe lift the hand or interlace your fingers. Move your arms away from your back. Breathe. Release. Turn your head to one side. Breathe slower and deeper. Now I have headphones in, so I didn't turn my head to one side. Bend your knees. Imagine your hips, your knees, and your ankles like railway tracks. They're not going away from each other, they're parallel. So grab your feet. Push the feet into the hands. Lift the knees. Open the heart and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Now, when you release, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Hold your elbows overhead, forehead rests on your forearms. As you drop your heels down, keep your feet touching. Move your tailbone in the direction of your heels. So you're tilting your hips as you drop the heels down. When you have to stop, stop, but don't disconnect at the moment. Now release your legs as wide as the mat, feet face outwards. Slow the breath down. Child's pose. Lift your body up. It's called Vajrasana, Pandharpur pose. So what I'm going to have you do just for a moment is I'm going to call it headstand preparation. So imagine that there's a million reasons to do an inversion, but I'm just trying to focus and give attention to one detail, that the spine has to be, it's easier on the body to meditate if the spine is aligned without feeling unable to support itself and collapse. So imagine that we're doing headstand, reversing the polarity, but keeping the spinal alignment. So it's a nice way to look at the spine differently. You don't have to do headstand. You can do headstand preparation, but imagine that you're activating and becoming more aware of your spinal alignment through reversing. If you know how to do it, I know you can just go into it. If you don't, there's the headstand preparation, Macarena, we call it. What I do is I see if the elbows can drop down under the shoulders. If I can rough it, great. If I'm not sure, see if my knuckles are close to the outside of my arms. When I get my little interlaced fingers, but release the baby finger. And drop my head down, snuggle it in like the rugby ball. Now, if you lose me here for a sec, that's okay. I'm just going to see what it feels like to lift the hips, to see what's going on. The spine, maybe go up to my tippy toes. See what it feels like. Maybe bend one leg. And if it's okay, bend both legs. And if it's okay, allow the weight of the legs to slowly drift up like a snake coming out of a basket. Just feel that elevation. And that support through the base. It's not really muscular action. It's the spinal alignment that's maintained through the support of the muscular action. Much like the strings holding up the 10 poles. When you're ready, you can bend your knees or not. If you're up against the wall, that's fine. And connect to your spine as you bring it down. Child's pose. Rest your head, relax your back. Come up to Navasana again for a minute. Sorry, not Navasana. Vajrasana. Oops, silly. We're going to release any tension in the neck. I got this, it's more from judo. And what I'm going to do is put my head down like I would for a headstand, but I'm not going to bear weight in it. I'm going to slowly use the weight of my hips to push forward and stretch the back of my neck. You can use the hands for support. So I'm going to put my hands down, head down, so it's more like tripod heads down. And then I'm just going to allow my weight in my head to lengthen the back of my neck, but not forcefully. I have it under control. And at some point, I just start moving and breathe and soften the back of my neck. And roll back, hips to heels. And so I decided to do that today instead of shoulder stands to release the neck, because I know some of you have stuff going on in the back, and that shoulder stand didn't work out before. So that's just to focus on that lengthening. Now, set yourself up for Shavasana and see what it's like. So I'm going to turn off one light here and see what happens. It won't be long, it's just 3 minutes. And when you're ready, lie down. Slowly, when you're ready, I'm going to ask you to deepen your inhales and then gently start to move your fingers and your toes. Now start to squeeze and stretch your toes. Just do that a few times, like they're pulsing open. to a maximum, squeezing to a maximum. But all with a kindness. So there's no force, there's effort, but no force. It's forced. Just enjoy it like a massage. Now rotate your wrists and your ankles. Change directions, rotation of the wrists and the ankles. Inhale, arms over your head, stretch from your toes to your fingers, lengthen your body. Exhale, soften your body, bend your knees and roll to the right side. And work your way to a single position. Now, if it's okay, I'm going to ask you to sit for just 1 minute in stillness. If you'd like to sit longer, you're more than welcome. I'm just going to ask you to sit for 1 minute in stillness. I'm not going to qualify it with an explanation. Hands up or down. Mudra or not. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes, bring your hands together, and then let your thumbs rest on your forehead for clarity of thought. Let your thumbs touch your lips for clarity of speech. And your thumbs touch your heart for clarity of action. So clear in everything we think, everything we say, and everything we do. Let your head bow down to your hands and heart. One last time. Thank you. Let me check in with you. Turn off the recording. Hey, let's see. You see